What's going on, YouTube? Josh, aka Slashi Joshy, back with another mock draft. I actually filmed this one yesterday and it got lost in editing. It's my fault. Long story short, I lost the webcam portion, but had the screen and I didn't want to talk over it all again, so I'd rather just do it live. I feel like it's way easier. But we're going with the number one spot. A lot of people love to have these spots, but in reality, they're pretty tricky to land a good team. Obviously, you're getting McCaffrey at 1, but the tough part about these is you have 20 picks in between your next pick. So we're going McCaffrey number 1. Obviously, he's the best PPR running back by far, I think. Kamara and Dalvin Cook are behind him, but I think McCaffrey is a clear number 1 just because of his workload and his involvement in that offense. It's pretty insane. So we're getting like 20, 30 points a game at least with McCaffrey, which is what you want from your first round pick anyway. So that's a good first round pick. Again, though, we lose 20 spots here. So Kelsey in the first round, that's pretty crazy. I wouldn't go tight end first round, everyone. Up to you though, really. We got Adams going in the first 2, wide receiver. All the first round running backs you would expect to come off the board: Tyreek Hill, Aaron Jones, Chubb, Diggs, Ridley, Harris, Gibson, Hopkins, Mixon. All right, so we're gonna go wide receiver, running back here. We have Clyde Edwards-Helaire and DeAndre Swift and Chris Carson. Those are probably my 3 that I would pick from running back. The Chiefs have a lot of mouths to feed. That's my only bugaboo with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I do think he's probably the better one out of these, though. Maybe Chris Carson and DeAndre Swift, like I said earlier. I think DeAndre Swift's actually going to have a pretty solid year. He seemed to do a lot in the Lions offense last year, and he was splitting carries with Adrian Peterson and Kerryon Johnson. So I think he's actually going to handle this workload pretty well. I'm actually going to go DeAndre Swift here, just because I don't think the Lions have a lot of weapons, and I think they'll run most of their offense through him. So that is why I went over Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I could go Clyde Edwards-Helaire here, but I think we need to grab 1 wide receiver at least, especially in a 3 wide receiver league. Because I just think, I mean, you don't have another pick for 20 picks. So if you don't grab a receiver now, you're basically going to see all these guys come off, and you may be around here-ish, which if you don't get into this tier, you're going to be, Lockett or Cooper Kupp as a number 1 isn't awful, but it's not ideal, You're going to want one of these guys. And we're going DK Metcalf. The dude's hitting his stride. He's, figured out the NFL. He's firing on all cylinders. The dude's a beast. It's either DK Metcalf, Justin Jefferson, or A.J. Brown here, I think, I'm not worried about A.J. Brown's productivity going down because of Julio. I think A.J. Brown's still the 1 there, if you can believe that. But I'm going DK as my wide receiver 1. And then you're kind of going to see what people are drafting. I see a couple quarterbacks come off. We're not worried about quarterback yet. Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson came off. Still a ton of good quarterbacks left. Don't want to rush it here. I'm fine waiting another 20 picks for quarterback, because I'll probably land with Herbert or Aaron Rodgers, maybe even Russell Wilson in 20 picks. So we'll see how it goes there. A lot of wide receivers coming off the board. A couple of running backs. Wow, this whole round was wide receivers, tight ends, and quarterbacks. So Kittle and Waller, I was going to take one of those if they were still here. Because if you can grab one of those top 3 tight ends, Kelsey, Waller, Kittle, in the first 4 rounds, grab one. Those are going to be your tight end separators that are just a level above the other tight ends. I'd actually take Waller over Kittle this year just because of Kittle's injury history. But yeah, we're going to go running back here probably. We got some good ones. We got J.K. Dobbins, David Montgomery, Miles Sanders. Let's see who else. Josh Jacobs here would be good. Mike Davis as well. I'm pretty high on this year. I think he's going to have a good year. Let's check the wide receivers just Robert Woods. Okay. So actually, I have 2 picks here. So I'm gonna go Robert Woods because Robert Woods is very high on the tier list for me. Cooper Kupp as well. I think both of these guys are gonna have a good year with Matt Stafford throwing them the rock. But I'm actually gonna go Robert Woods for my wide receiver 2. And then we're gonna go running back because what do I have? I have DeAndre Swift and McCaffrey. I'm gonna get a running back. We can plug him into flex or just a good bench running back to sub in for McCaffrey or Swift. So we're gonna go with. I'm gonna go. I think Josh Jacobs is so low because they signed Kenyon Drake. A lot of people are worried about how they're gonna use Josh Jacobs going forward. I do like Mike Davis. I think it's a little early for him though. He's a good bench running back for sure. Miles Sanders, I don't know what's going on with him. I've had him a couple years in a row actually, and he just hasn't become that guy that a lot of people think he's becoming. Maybe it's this year. I don't know. But I'm actually going to go David Montgomery. He turned it on the last portion of the year, found his stride. So I'm going to go with him as a good flex and bench running back. I think that's a solid pick in the 5th round. 20 more picks go. We're starting to see some quarterbacks go off. I'm going to check the QB situation. Thielen, Jamar Chase here, DJ Moore, Odell Beckham, J.K. Dobbins, Josh Jacobs, Hawkinson, a couple tight ends as well. Ooh, Kyle Pitts and Mark Andrews. Okay, so we're going to check on tight end and quarterback just to see. Let's look at our roster here. We need another wide receiver. So Russell Wilson here. I might go Russell Wilson, especially because I have DK as well. If you can, a lot of people don't like doing this. I actually love it. I think if you get a quarterback and one of their wide receivers, you're going to win some games just on those 2 players alone. You know Russell Wilson's going to throw. They're going to have a couple games where DK gets like 3 touchdowns, which means Russell's getting 3 touchdowns, and your points are just going to be through the roof. So we're going to think about that. What else do we have? We have Juju, Courtland Sutton, Chase Claypool. Okay, I'm going to wait on wide receiver. I think actually a guy I want is going to be there in the next picks. Tight end. Again, no one really screaming at me. Logan Thomas, I love, obviously. Font could have a good year. Dallas Goedert, he's hit or miss, I think. But okay. So we're gonna go Russell first. I'm gonna draft Russell. My bye weeks, the last video I made, the one that got deleted, my whole team had 7 and 9 week 7 and 9 bye weeks, and it was pretty crappy. I didn't look at it correctly, I guess. So I got Russell Wilson and DK. Little double dip there when they score touchdowns together. That's going to be sweet. And then we're going to look at running backs, actually, and a wide receiver. I think my dog just made a weird noise. I'm going to go Mike Davis here, actually. Get a bench running back, a good guy to plug in. When's his bye week? 6? Okay, cool. Yeah, I think he's going to have a good year on the Falcons. Number 1 running back now. Gurley's gone, so. Has Gurley signed with anyone? I don't think he has he? But Mike Davis did really good for McCaffrey last year when he subbed in. That's another great running back this late. Kareem Hunt, anyway. Mike Davis did really good when he went the next pick. Wow, okay. I should have went wide receiver then. See, that's on me. Okay. We're definitely going to go 1 wide receiver here. We got to fill out the starting positions. And then we can wait on tight end, I think, still. We should just pick it up, actually. We're filling out the bench. Tyler Boyd, good slot receiver, gets a lot of receptions. Jerry Jeudy as well. Got Jarvis Landry there still, too. Got some good wide receiver. Ooh, Curtis Samuel, too. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Antonio Brown's a good late round wide receiver to keep your eye on. Jalen Waddle as well. I think I'm going to go Landry here. Maybe. Let's see what my roster's looking like. Metcalf, Woods. I don't know. I think the wide receiver room in the Bengals is getting pretty crowded with Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd. I don't know if this is a smart move. Jerry Jeudy might be the move. Dude's pretty solid. He doesn't have great quarterback play right now though. Will Fuller's going to the Dolphins. He's suspended for 1 week. Okay. I thought it was more than that. PEDs or some crap like that, but Curtis Samuel as well could be a sneaky pick in Washington. I know he got hurt. I think he's gonna be good for week 1 though, but we're gonna go with I don't know. It's a good pick. Let's do tight end first because I know I'm gonna get Logan Thomas. He has a bye week in 9. See, look at this week 9, dude. Watch out for this week 9 bye week this year. I swear every single team has a week 9 bye week, and I don't know what's going on there. Logan Thomas just got paid. He had a great year last year. Expected his numbers to even go up. He kind of found his home at tight end. Dude, stop. There they go again. And then I definitely need to get a wide receiver here. So I'm thinking. Let me see Jerry Judy. How do you do last year? Let's check it out. 52 receptions, 52 on 113 targets. Good God. That's bad quarterback play, dude. That's less than 50% of his targets were caught. I don't think that's his fault. Maybe it is. 46% catch rate, 12 drops. Wow, maybe he's just a drop machine. All right, never mind. I think I'm going Landry. Landry's safe. He gets his catches. He gets his touchdowns. Brown should be pretty solid this year. So getting him. Let's check the roster, see what we need. Just filling up the bench too at this point. So we're gonna go with a running back of Leonard Fournette sitting in round 10. So the Buccaneers' number 1 running back is here. And we're definitely taking Leonard Fournette. That's a great running back to have on the bench. He has a fucking bye week. Sorry. He has a bye week of week 9, as does everyone in the NFL. And then we're going to grab another wide receiver, Antonio Brown. I love it. He's going to have a number 9 bye week as well, right? This is unreal. I swear every team, he's on the Bucs too, so that makes sense. But all right. Bye weeks aside, Antonio Brown in the 11th round is a good pick. Buccaneers, they have the mouths to feed. I like Marquise Brown here too. Devontae Parker also would be a solid pick. He's their number 1 still in Miami. Him and Waddle should make Tua a better quarterback, as well as Tua getting them the ball should be better. But if we're going off of no bye week no bye week, I can't think of the word, but if bye week wasn't an issue, I'll say it that way, then we're going Antonio Brown for show. Getting that bench right. So when you're really drafting, you're going to want to look at bye weeks and right now I'm losing week 9. There's no question about it. I have Russell Wilson out week 9, DeAndre Swift, DK Metcalf, Logan Thomas, Fournette, Antonio Brown week 9. So week 9, I'm taking an L. But some people are okay with that. If you're okay with if you don't care about this bye week madness, it really doesn't matter. You can take 1 loss. And if your team's the powerhouse you think it's going to be when you draft it, then everything will be fine. Some people draft that way. Some people don't. We're going to go with another wide receiver here. Marvin Jones in Jacksonville could be a good one. Let's see what they got. Marvin Jones, McCall Hardman, Crowder, Aguilar, Shepard, Brown. Quarterback. We don't really need a backup quarterback this early. But this is what I'm talking about with the quarterback. Look at this. We got Tannehill, Stafford, and Burrow still available in round 12. It's pretty crazy how loaded the quarterback position is this year. Okay. We're going Marvin Jones. He's a good veteran receiver that I think Trevor Lawrence is going to rely on pretty heavily just to get, bail him out or whatever. A lot of people like that. Okay. Now we're going with the defense. I think. Let's see what our roster is looking like. 2 more bench spots in defense. All right, yeah, let's grab one of these top tier defenses before they start flying off. I think a couple have already. Pittsburgh, Tampa Bay, Rams. Okay. Washington football team, amazing defense. Ravens also have an amazing defense. I'm gonna go Ravens here. It's between the Ravens and Washington. Washington Z-line's money. But if we can get some offense this year, that'd be awesome. Last year, defense was on the field all the time. Our offense was atrocious. So hopefully Fitzpatrick, a couple more additions like Curtis Samuel, and hopefully De'Ami Brown, hopefully they turn that offense around and maybe that defense is a better pick. But they do have a week 9, so I'm going to stay away from them just to avoid that week 9 hell that I'm kind of already in. So I probably could pick them. Either one of these would be fine. It's really personal preference. I'm going with Ravens just because of the bye week. Ravens have had a solid defense since like the year 2000. It's always been good. All right, we got a little bit of everything. Quarterback starting to fly off. Tannehill, Stafford, Hurts, Kirk Cousins, Cole Beasley. We do need a backup quarterback at some point. I guess we have 2 back-to-back picks, so we should pick one here. Burrow as a backup, I love it. Trevor Lawrence could be your pick here, but I think Burrow's going to have a better year than Lawrence just because Lawrence is a rookie. Everyone knows you're a rookie. A lot of rookies don't ball out. It takes them a couple years to get the NFL going, NFL ropes going. Baker's also a good pick here. Don't know why he's so 0% of experts agree with him here, but I'm taking Joe Burrow. I think he's going to have a good comeback year. He was balling before he got hurt. So, yeah. And then what do we have here? Should probably get a backup tight end, yeah? Higbee. Not bad. Irv Smith, Jonnu Smith, Hunter Henry. It'll be interesting to see how they use Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry, the Patriots. I wonder who's going to pan out as like the number 1 there. Could be like a Gronk, Aaron Hernandez type offense, maybe a double tight end. They run. I'm assuming that's what they have planned. With signing both of them to a lot of money, but I think I'm gonna go Higbee here. I think the Rams are gonna be very good this year. NFC favorite. What was his buy? Okay, Logan Thomas is 9. He's 11. I think the Rams are gonna have a solid year, which means Higbee's gonna have a solid year. Stafford's gonna eat there with Cooper Kupp and Woods. So I'm going Higbee. And then the last pick has to be kicker, right? Yeah. So we get the very last pick of the draft. Really want to go kicker for a team that scores a lot, right? That's really all it comes down to. A good offensive team that's going to get a lot of points, which means your kicker is going to get a lot of points. Bye week 9 looking good. Look at this, dude. 9-9. I mean, it's insane. Chargers might be a good one. Seahawks a good one. Tampa Bay a good one. 49ers good one, I guess. It really doesn't matter, to be honest. Always save your kicker for your last pick. There's no point in drafting a kicker before. So I'm just going to go Gold. Robbie Gould with the bye week of 6, so I can replace him then. And hopefully we get some field goals, babies. All right, 87 out of 100, a B+. I wonder why. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. But I'm actually happy with that team. First pick overall is pretty tricky, man. You're going to lose about 20 spots in between each of your back-to-back picks. So make those 2 picks count. Go with your gut. See what people are drafting. You know, if quarterbacks are starting to fly off the board, maybe it's time to get a quarterback. You know, if wide receivers you like are flying off, maybe it's time to grab a wide receiver. Stop growling, dude. I'm going to punch you. Not really. I would never punch my dog. Oh, shit. That was the team, though. I'll read it off here. McCaffrey, actually by roster. Well, no, maybe not. Okay, McCaffrey, DeAndre Swift, DK Metcalf, Robert Woods, David Montgomery, Russell Wilson, Mike Davis, Logan Thomas, Jarvis Landry, Leonard Fournette, Antonio Brown, Marvin Jones, Baltimore Ravens D, Joe Burrow as a backup, Tyler Higbee as a backup tight end, Robbie Gould as your kicker. I think it's pretty solid. I think it was a pretty solid pick. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys would have done differently. Like, comment, subscribe on the video. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.